Maybe you've heard the saying that nothing is free, everything comes at a cost. And not only do I believe that's true, but that cost seems to be higher than it's ever been. For instance, the cost to run a 30-second commercial during this past year's Super Bowl was $7 million. Contrast that to 2010, where it was only $2 million. The cost is rising, and in our life, we are having to weigh the cost of every decision that is in front of us. When Jesus was on earth, he had to count the cost, what it would take to love unconditionally. And ultimately, he showed us that there was no price that was too high to keep him from sacrificing it all for you and for me. The Apostle Paul says it this way in 2 Corinthians 5:19. He said, "For God was in Christ, reconciling the world to himself, no longer counting people's sin against them." Now, if there was ever a definition of true love, I would say that was it. Jesus paid the ultimate sacrifice, and he didn't let our sin keep him from going to the cross. And that's the way we need to love others. In 1 Corinthians 13, Paul says, "Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable." And here's how it ends. It says, "It keeps no record of being wronged." Now that last part, it's tough to live out, isn't it? Now, if you're someone that has a strong sense of justice and fairness, it's incredibly difficult to not keep a record of all the injustices around you. Now, we are called to love like that because that's the way we were first loved. Jesus went to the cross, and he didn't count the cost, and he didn't count our sin. Why? Because that's what love does. Now, it's our turn to go out into the world and love like Jesus loved.